I know it's been a while since I've made a video. I've been really busy with a lot of different things going on. I finished up the 2 benches that I was building for the Mesa County Library's Discovery Garden, and those were installed there. And then I have been working on a mural at the New Emerson School with some of the students there. And we made a lot of progress on it before spring break, but now it's looking like the kids are not going to come back until late April, and even that is kind of up in the air. So I'll probably go ahead and just finish the mural myself, but in the meantime I'm staying home and I'm working on some art, and I finished up some art proposals too for some public art projects around here. And yeah, so what I'm doing today is I'm kind of getting back to my roots a little bit. I'm getting back to some painting. I did, do painting a lot before I got into sculpture. I've really only been into sculpture since just right after college. But with my paintings, I like to include a lot of sculptural elements and texture and like bring some of that sculpture back in there. So what I'm working on today is I have this piece. This is a composition that I like to use. I've done several pieces with this composition before, and basically what it is 4 of the golden mean spirals put together in like a radial shape. Yeah, so it's based on the golden mean. It's a composition that I really enjoy, and today I'm going to be picking out some different things to put on here. So I have lots of little roses that I've made with extra epoxy that was just kind of drying up and things. A good way to just use that up is to roll up a rose. Make a video on that sometime, but that's not what we're doing today. Yeah, so I've got little roses, I've got leaves, I've got a lot of like little parts and pieces that I'm just going to figure out how I want to arrange them on here, and then we'll get them adhered to the board really well, and then we'll get some texture on it, and then we'll start painting tomorrow, because all that stuff is going to take time to dry. But today we're doing texture and found objects. Thank you so much for watching me add found objects and texture to my painting. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I got a little bit carried away with the texture, and it actually ended up taking several days to do it. It had been a while since I had done a sculptural painting, and so I forgot that I actually like to do just a few sections at a time. If I jump into all the sections at once, then I'll end up, you know, smearing my hand across something that I just did. And so for me, it's easier to just do a couple sections at a time, let it dry, come back and do the rest. So that's how I did this painting. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm really excited to paint it. And just a little bit more about what I'm doing in the video. I started by sculpting with Easy Carve, which is an epoxy, which I've explained in some of my other videos, but it's a nice sculpting epoxy, so you can get some nice thick textures with it. You can sculpt it almost just like clay. It's very similar in how it handles. So I like to add that to the board, especially for the thicker sections, and then for some of the outer sections where I did the texture layer thinner, I'm using gypsum. And that's something that my mentor Dave Davis taught me when he was teaching me how to do sculptural paintings. And I've just kind of added the Easy Carve in there because the gypsum, you can only really do it up to maybe about 1/4 inch or probably even a little bit less than that thick, because if you get thicker than that, it'll start to crack, which that can be kind of an interesting texture too if that's what you're going for. But if that's not what you're going for, then, and you want to make something thicker, then you either have to do multiple layers of the gypsum, which you can do, or you can just do the Easy Carve, which I like because I already use that in a lot of my work, and so it's just kind of easier to get it all done in one shot for the thicker areas. But I still really like using the gypsum because it has kind of an interesting texture. It's a little bit more gritty, I guess you might say. It's got a little more grit to it, and it's just really easy to texture, and it's just more fluid than the Easy Carve, so it's just kind of a different effect. And so I really enjoy playing with both of those. And so that's what I've added to my painting board, and it's ready to paint now. So I'm really excited for that. And maybe I'll do another video about painting it. We'll see. I've got a lot of different projects going on right now because I'm staying home. I am still going to get to work on the mural, which I'm excited about because nobody's down at the school, so it's not really a big deal to keep working on it because I'm still socially distancing, nobody's there, so yeah, should be a fun time. Thanks for watching.